So in this video of drawing dynamic poses from reference, I chose two poses, one being from the anime One Piece, another one from Jujutsu Kaisen. And even though they're anime, these are based on the figures. And I decided to draw some poses based on some of the action figures because there's a lot of action figures that has real good dynamic poses that I wanted to try to draw some from. You can get some good pose practice from drawing figures because anatomically they're still correct, so you can kind of draw and get some practice from those as well by posing them or some pre-existing posed characters like the ones here. So for this one, I start out usual with the head, and I did the box shape with the head to kind of draw that in 3D space, and then I work my way down to the chest, which I also drew as a box, and I kind of work my way down towards the waist, which will also be like another box going at an angle and perspective, and I drew it just to kind of show how the body is angled and positioned. I mean, you can draw this also using circles as well, but I chose to use the boxes. I wanted to kind of use boxes more to kind of just show the depth of the pose. And so I'm kind of working my way in. I'm drawing that center line to kind of show where everything meet in between. You're drawing in the details and things like that. I drew in the circle for the knee. I'm trying to draw the circle to kind of measure out the distance of how far the leg is going to go. And even though I have the circle in these places, I will eventually would start to erase it as I go, just to kind of see, okay, well, maybe the leg is too long or too short, and I can kind of readjust it. You see me doing right now. I drew the circle a little bit too far in, and I kind of just moved it a little bit closer, and I start to just keep on going. No need to erase right away. You can erase it later on as you start to progress. And see right there with the shoulder, that one is a little bit far back. I wanted to move it forward a little bit more, so I drew the circle a little bit further ahead. Now I'm adding the cylinder for the arm. And I'm just drawing it out, measuring the length of it, seeing the distance of how far it's going to go. Now reconfiguring that little circle, drawing in the hand attached to one of his three swords. He's kind of gripping the handle of the blade. Now I'm working the other arm in, because I kind of drew the hand in on that bottom one because I kind of just wanted to know where the hand was going to go before I start to work in those extra details to kind of define the hand a little bit more. So now I'm adding in a little, just the same piece for the other hand. I kind of drew like a little quick little gesture shape just to show where it is. And I'm using my kneaded eraser to kind of erase some of those extra lines. That way I won't get too confused with those extra shapes that's in there. And just now I'm filling everything in, darkening back up those shapes of the circle. Now I'm working in that hand with my usual method for drawing circles for the knuckles, and then 3 cylinders for the finger, even though the fingers are a little more hidden because they're gripping around the handles of the blades. So I'm just kind of drawing knuckles where the fingers would go, but the fingers are hidden, wrapped around the handle of the blade. I'm drawing the blade's case or sheath of the blade. Darkening those lines. I'm drawing in that thumb, gripping around the edge of that sword. Adding in some of the fingers, even those hidden in there a little bit, but I'm just adding it in there just to kind of short gripping it. Now I'm drawing the other blade, even though most of it is kind of hidden, and because of the angle of the figure, the blade, it seemed like the blade is going up, and because of the angle of how the blade is going up and the angle and position of the arm that the rest of the blade is pretty much hidden behind that arm or under the arm. The same way in the figure, you see that the blade is kind of just hidden under that arm. You can't really see it unless you turn the figure in a different position, and you're able to see the rest of that other blade. So the most you can really do is just add the bottom, and then kind of figure out the rest. But as you add details and draw and define the sword a little bit more, people will automatically know what it is, and especially with the character. So there's not much to really do to get the rest of that blade to really show up. I'm adding in this other foot on the other side. I'm darkening some of those extra lines. Adding in his neck. Darkening more lines by the head. Adding the center line for where the in between the eyes and where the nose will go. And I'm filling in the waist to show that bend. And now I'm just throwing in, just for fun of it, this third blade. It's kind of like on his the back of him, just to kind of throw it in there. Not really detailing it, just throwing in just because it's part of the image. So try to add as much as I can. Now with this one, I chose to use the square for the head, and then I chose to use circles for the rest of the body on this one. Only because the way her position is, I felt it was easy for me to just do it that way, and it came out the way I wanted it, so I chose to do it like that. So I did the square for the head because her head is tilted down, so I wanted to show that. And now for the body, since because where her body's positioned, it was faster for me to just do it this way. That's why you always find that quick method, the fastest way that you can do it. If you can do it with boxes faster, that's good. You can do it with circles faster, that's good. But either way is good. And sometimes, a lot of times, I tend to do circles a lot for female characters anyway, just because because of the waist and everything. I feel like it's easier to do it with circles. You see me do now with the circle for the chest, and now I'm going in to do the circle for the shoulder. And I'm just overlapping shapes because her hand is foreshortened. So like I mentioned before in my other videos, it's a lot of overlapping shapes when you're foreshortening certain body parts. I'm adding in that little center area where her leg will go, just throwing it down quickly and drawing the rest of her chest. Even though it's kind of like I didn't want to make that too dark, only because for the purposes of the video, and I don't want to get the video to get pulled down. So I wanted to kind of lighten it up a little bit and not detail the chest too much. You get the general idea of what it is. So right now I'm outlining the hand, the fingers. I'm just throwing the shapes in real light, real quick, just to kind of quickly get the hand in. And this is the method I mentioned before. I like to do where I like to go in, drop in lines real light, and then when I start to add in the shapes, I just go with the shapes over it. And because I already have a general idea of how the shapes will look, I can easily just draw it lightly, go over the shapes, and I can erase it again, go over details, and then erase that, and then go over with pen. It's all based on how you want to do it. Or you can just go straight into detail without doing the shapes. It's all up to you. So right now I'm going in, adding the fingers, the 3-cylinder method I mentioned before, adding in their thumb, working part of her palm that's kind of bent, working in the other fingers that's kind of at an angle going down, Working those in there. When the other finger that's kind of coming out a little bit more. You see, I'm just making it a little darker when I'm adding in those shapes over top of the sketch lines that I have already. I'm adding in her nail. That's in there, right in between her little fingers. Like right, just barely at the tip of her fingers. Darken up a little bit more at that little angle. And I'm adding in her hammer that she's holding. Drawing the handle, adding the hammer in there. Just drop it in real quick. Just to get the general pose down. I'm working in her hand, gripping the handle. And again, I'm just dropping in quick lines. Just trying to get the shape in, darkening some of the areas. At this point, the pose is pretty much done. At this point, I can go in, add details to fill it in, add the clothing and things like that. But that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hype it up, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment for anything else you want to see. And take care.